great initiative, and I think it's very important today that all our regional languages, kind of culturally, the cinema has become a medium through which most cultures are speaking today, speaking out to a whole wide world. And cinema is almost like, it's literature or any kind of other art form. Cinema has become that medium. And in regional, and in India, cinema is largely known as Hindi cinema, Bollywood, or mostly, or some Tamil and Telugu down south. But other than that, there's so many languages that we speak. And because cinema is limited to these 2-3 languages, there's a whole lot of other cultures and stories we never come to know. And BVFF is doing this for Northeast, which has 8 states. 8 states, which is like, it's a whole lot of a chunk of India that's kind of missing out. And I think BVFF is an initiative which is kind of going to encourage filmmakers to speak in their own languages, which is why I think it's a great initiative. And like in last few years, Marathi cinema and Bengali cinema and Malayalam cinema has become so huge. It started out slow. And I think Northeastern cinema also should become like that. There's a lot of guerrilla filmmakers in Manipur who keep making these small films on almost no budget. There are few filmmakers who are coming out of Assam. There's Kenny Basumutari and Vidyut Kokati and people like that. They need to also go out and do much more. And this is a great platform for them to come together. I think it's only strengthened it. It's all the downs actually, the failure is the best teacher. And all the downs have actually pushed me more to do uncompromising, it has given me an uncompromising approach to what I do. Constantly pushing boundaries to create this kind of cinema. And actually I always have felt that adversity brings out the best in me. And there's a whole lot of people who came together because they were in a similar boat, and we managed to change a lot of things. The biggest problem I felt with our mainstream cinema is hero is a hero in the first frame. He walks in as a hero. I think my definition of hero is a hero who is a hero at the end of the story, who becomes a hero because he has lived to tell a tale, or he has actually managed to change something, or managed to be heard. And then he becomes a hero. Even in their deaths or even their loss, they manage to break a new ground. My idea of hero is someone who becomes a hero by what he does and what he goes through and how he comes out of it and what he manages to impact. I think theatre is a very important part of filmmaking. Theatre is a very important part of filmmaking also because there's a kind of an interaction and improvisation in theatre through which a lot of things emerge, a lot of scenarios emerge out of that. And that kind of a training has helped me work with actors a lot. So I work a lot with new actors and raw actors. And we evolve a lot of scenes through their interactions, and because of which it doesn't seem like it's been written. So it's not one person's point of view, various point of views come together and there's a conflict and there's an engagement with each other's ideas. And that is how theatre has helped me evolve as a filmmaker. My role has always been creative, so my role is pretty much the same. Earlier, what happened when we started the production house, I had to take on the role of a producer, which I'm not very good at. I'm not very good with accounting and money and taxes and everything. So you live and you learn, you make mistakes and you learn. And we made mistakes, and we had a team of people who were all very raw. So now we have a kind of people whose expertise is in, there's a person who handles finances and contracts, the other person who handles things, we have professional people. So all those responsibilities are taken care of by other people because they're not my strengths. My strength has always been creative, and now I stick to just that. Okay. So my role is only creative. I think it's evolving. It's evolving. There's so much in there that needs to come out right now because it's in a zone where, see, when something starts to flow, then money starts coming in and everything starts coming in. Unfortunately, cinema is an art form that costs a lot of money. So in the beginning, there'll be always those tentative steps because people won't take a lot of risks. They want to be safe so that they don't want to block that source of income. When either it is a state funding, then people can really take a big chance and risk and leap. But when it's not state funding and money is collated through various sources, those people are not doing it pro bono. The money has to be returned, because of which the risk involved is lesser. So they minimize the risk. So the voice is not completely out there. which will happen slowly. It's always a slow process. It will slowly evolve. It has to first become a healthy industry, and when it becomes a healthy industry, you'll actually see a lot of strong voices emerge out of it. And I think it's an evolving space, northeastern cinema. And slowly, I think, some very strong voices will come out. Right now, we are working on, like at Phantom, we have a film called Bhavesh Joshi to be directed by Vikram Motwani. There's a film by Vikas Behr, who made Queen. There are lots of new films by a new filmmaker, a film called Boom Ketu. Then at Sikhya, we are doing lots of other films. As personally, I'm directing a movie called Ugly, which is finished, which should come out soon. There's a court case hearing. We are fighting a court case about the anti-smoking logo on the film. And the hearing is on the 23rd April. And then after Ugly, there's Bombay Lit, which we'll finish on the 23rd. We'll finish shooting on 23rd of this month. That will come out on November 28th. And this is right now the scene.